This video is sponsored by u.gg. Hey YouTube. Before the video starts on this build, I do want to mention how I make some of my builds. A lot of the time I will use the app and I'll check like Challenger and then I'll check all these different servers and I'll take a look at what things other players are doing. So in EUNE, there's a high win rate with attack speed. And that just tells me that the rune is viable and I can figure that out through the app. Not only that, it gives you in-game jungle timers on objectives and camps, which is extremely helpful for pathing and timing your objectives correctly with your tempo. It also provides a champ select feature that tells you what are the best counter picks and other information that's very helpful in champ select to improve your win rate. If you like these features, give it a try. Download is in the link in the description, as well as pin in the comments, and enjoy the video. So, title of the stream is Hail of Blades Build Guide. Here we go again. Okay, I only do build guides when I have something good. Shut the fuck. Okay, so this is the build. This is the basic build. These are the items you want to have in the build. What's important to note is the build path is always claw, boots, boar, but then there's two different paths you can go after that, which I will explain in the practice tool. I just have caster here just because like sometimes you want to go caster. So now I'll go to runes. Now I'll explain the runes. Okay. So obviously the rune is Hail of Blades. Why Hail of Blades? Why not go Conqueror? Why not go Electrocute? Why not go First Strike? It's because Hail of Blades gives you, for short trades, which turns into your all-in, like WEQ all-in, that part of the fighting, like that all-in part is really fucking strong. Let's say you're laning and you poke them to like, you hit one combo, you hit two combos, you can go in. By the time you can go in, like, yeah, you Conqueror would be helpful, but with Hail of Blades, you just do the same amount of damage as Conqueror, but you do it faster. You do run out of gas after 3 auto attacks, but it doesn't matter if you know your damage and you're going in for the kill. It basically increases the threshold at which you can kill people in lane at. So let's say with Electrocute, your kill threshold is like 40%. They need to be like 40% all in, then you can take the W and all in, right? Let's say with Conqueror, you can do it from 100% HP depending on the situation, but usually I'd say like 50 to 60%. With Hail of Blades, you can go at the same thresholds as Conqueror, but you're also getting all the benefits of the Domination rune page. So you go Sudden Impact or Taste of Blood, depending on the matchup. I think the scaling on this build is very good, so I kind of lean towards Taste of Blood for the lane phase. Then you go Ghost Burrow or Eyeball. That's also situational. It depends on the matchups, but I find Ghost Burrow is actually slept on right now. But just go Eyeball if you don't know how to use it. It's fine. And then here you have 3 choices. Well, I guess you could go Ingenious. It's preference really, but it's Relentless, Ultimate Hunter, or Treasure Hunter typically. Reason why I say those 3 is Ultimate Hunter helps a lot with your ult cooldown in mid game, in early mid game. It takes like 10 seconds off the ulti, maybe a bit more, probably mid-game, like 15 seconds, depending on your build, which is very significant, obviously. But late game, this is only going to take off like 4 seconds at a full build or something like that. It's like very little. So level 16, this kind of becomes useless. Treasure Hunter, I think it is the best option because it gives you 550 gold if you're getting roams off and skirmishes. But the point of this rune is that you're getting, with this build, why I think it's the best one, is you're getting to your Bork faster. The build has a very, very strong 2 items. Obviously a very strong first item too with Prowler's Claw. You can ult somebody, Prowlers them, auto, triple Q, auto passive, ignite. Your ult's popping for like 400 damage, rank 1 ult. Very, very consistently. Then it does slow down between Claw and Bork. You do have a slowdown period where when you finish your pickaxe and your vamp scepter, building the daggers and the recurve bow for that 1,000 gold period. Well, it's 1,000 plus 400 for the item, I believe. So 1,400 gold. There's a 1,400 gold period where you are going to at least not stop, but slow down on the snowball, because attack speed doesn't scale insanely hard in your items. But it's fun. This helps mitigate that basically. So you go Treasure Hunter while you're snowballing and you're getting your Bork much faster. And once you finish Bork, you are a demon. Highest 2 item damage build in the game with Hail of Blades. You kill anything. You kill Rumble with Proto Belt Seekers. He has 120 armor, 140 armor. It doesn't matter. You're still gonna kill him. And then secondary, you go Transcendence, and then you go either Scorch or Gathering Storm. Always go Transcendence though. You really need the cooldown reduction off of this rune. The build does have around, or it depends on the way you built, but you could run into CDR problems. You could. That's why I always go Transcendence, and it's very good late game on the setup as well. And then yeah, Scorch or Gathering Storm depending on the matchup. If it's a scaling matchup, you go Gathering. Example, Yasuo, you do not all in Yasuo early game. If it is a control mage like Victor, I would just dodge Victor right now though. Let's say Syndra, then Scorch is going to be better. So this is like the rune page. I do lean towards Ghost Pour though and Hylo, but that's preference. Yeah, you don't take the attack speed. I've tried with attack speed. Problem is your last hitting early game is a little bit wonky. So what's going to happen is you're going to miss, like, against people who can pressure you under tower, you will miss a lot of CS. So maybe you could take it, but it has to be a matchup that doesn't pressure you under tower. Anyway, let's hop into the game, and I will now show the build. Okay, anyway, so continuing on, build path. So you always rush Claw. So early game, you're looking at probably Dirk, CDR boots, hammer, finish Claw, and then you're going to have a choice between Pickaxe, if you can afford it, and Vep Scepter. You get these two first, then you go daggers, finish this. This is where your power spiked really, really hard. At 2 items, you're going to be able to kill pretty much anything in the game, regardless of your matchup. So there's 2 different variations after this point. So let's say you're against a lot of tanks or bruisers. You're going to want LDR third, because you're going to be taking advantage of the crit chance. You get like 3 to 4 autos per fight guaranteed. You're going to take advantage of the armor pen with this build. You're going to have, like, obviously look at my armor pen, it's very high, plus the bonus damage against people with more HP than you. Against bruisers, you're going to get like 10% more damage probably. Very relevant with Bork and Prowler's Claw combining together. And it's also relevant for your next item, which is going to be Navori. Navori is going to give you more very, very high single target damage and burst, but it is pretty even. If you have to team fight, I would go. If you have to team fight, like their ADC is very fed, then I would go Hydra instead, and then I would go Navori. But don't. If you can keep splitting, go Navori then Hydra, and then you want to sell boots for Essence Reaver. And this is full build. I'll just show some damage real quick. So this is an Akali with like level 18, 6 items. You know, have 140 armor, 3400 HP. So you can kill her in 3 auto attacks without ulti. And also, because of the Halo Blade's attack speed, you can get 2 auto attacks off when she comes out of stealth, because you're gonna hit her twice before she can re-stealth, which means that let's say you want 1, 2, you only have to do that much more damage. She can like claw, ignite, ult, and she's dead. Or you could even just like R while she was low, RE, it'll be enough, and then just attack move until when she comes out of stealth. Makes the matchup so easy, especially late game. The damage is insanely high. So the other build path I wanted to talk about is, so let's say you're at your 3 items. If they are all squishy, then you don't need LDR. You don't need to go Navori early. Like, it's irrelevant. I mean, you can get more value off of going Hydra third, getting 18% lifesteal, 10% Omnivamp, and then getting Essence Reaver 4th. And then, so you built all your CDR, and you built insane damage, wave clear healing. The only thing you're going to be weaker at is, I guess, killing very tanky champions, tanky squishy champions, the ones that stack high armor. They'll have a decent time fighting you, but like everyone else is easy. And even then, like, you'd be snowballing with this build really hard probably, because it's so strong. And then at this point, you go LDR, sub boots, Navori. So that is the other build path that you can reach, but this is the end goal, like goal build. And it gives you insane scaling, because every single item is giving you bonus damage. Claw is giving you an active with a base and a percent increase. LDR gives you a percent increase, and this build has no HP in it, which is obviously a good and bad thing, because you're going to get the full effect of LDR, 25%. Essence Reaver, 250 damage on your attacks late game is huge, and even early on, like, it's just a good item. Bork carries your damage so hard. This item is, everyone knows how broken Bork is. Hydra also crazy damage if they're in the wave or if they're grouping. And then Navori, again, 12% bonus damage on your spells. And all these items mesh so well together with Halo Blades, so it makes this build very strong. It is my favorite build. It is an assassination build that turns into a late game carry build, which is definitely the way I like playing Zed. Conqueror Zed with you know, caster build is definitely viable. It is a way to play Zed. You max W second, you're playing for poke, you're playing for AoE, you're playing for like wave clear, and like that's fine. It's Bruiser Zed, but it's just not what I like to play. I've never enjoyed playing Bruiser Zed ever, so if you're like me, you're gonna love this build. Thanks for watching. Give this build a try. Let me know in the comments what you think, and see you next time.
I think I'm overdosing. I think I'm